One of the things I've noticed that's very interesting about P. Diddy, that he's living in delusion right now. If you really think about it for a second, the way he's moving out there in the world, it's like he didn't do anything wrong, and he knows that he's not going to face any consequences for his actions. Now, I am not a big vlogger by any means. I barely have 2,000 subscribers, but I will say this. Just by discernment and the way he's moving out in public, like most recently is walking out in the middle of the streets with a couple men with him, acting like everything is just fine, looking perfectly happy, not stressed at all. I have a feeling he's not going to see the trial if he ever get brought to trial. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. On top of that, one of the lawyers that came forward and said that he's going to potentially sue Diddy is Gloria Allred, and she was one of the lawyers that's involved in the Bill Cosby case. Now, when it comes to that, no matter how you feel about Bill Cosby, the conviction was done and she was part of the process. So there is a very strong possibility a conviction will be made for P. Diddy because he has a lot of witnesses, and this woman is 82 years old. She has nothing else better to do with her life but to pay attention to this high power case before she leaves this world, because that'll be part of her legacy, Bill Cosby and P. Diddy. Do I see a famous person with the biggest ego like him that's still having the world and deal with the consequences of the things that he had done? Do I see him taking the coward's way out? I 100% do. He strikes me as the man to do so. He seems like a very weak individual that will go ahead and strike everybody when he has power, and have a lot of people stronger than him do the muscle work for him and be the mastermind. Now he has nobody around him that really wants to do that muscle work for him, so he's kind of stuck and he's scared, and he's trying to pound in front by walking out of public to show how quote-unquote brave he is. But we all see through it. We especially saw through his weakness when he beat Cassie down. So now move forward to the whole entire Cameron situation. Now, I think it was pretty ridiculous that Cameron went on to CNN not really knowing what they were going to be talking about, unless it has completely misled him. Now, I'm going to play the audio towards the end of this video if you want to listen to it, but for him, and like he even said in there, he never really had any interactions with Diddy. That's something for Mason for them to show, and I feel like CNN is desperate to get people on. They're going to try to mislead people because they want to add on to the story. Right now, CNN is like getting a lot of attention for P. Diddy. And let's be real here, those major news networks are going down ratings left and right. I feel like if they continue to go ahead and mislead people for the purpose of why they're coming onto their platforms, they won't have anybody at all be willing to go on their platforms unless they pay them a substantial amount of money, which I don't know how much of that CNN still has at this point. But I will say this, when Cameron was trying to promote his energy drink, he did a horrible job with that. And the main reason I say that was, I don't know if he was nervous because he knew he was going to go completely off script and pretty much try to get off the show, but his hands were trembling. And if you're trying to sell me an energy drink or a performance enhancer drink, and I see your hands trembling, I want to stay away from that crap. I don't want to have a heart attack. But if you want to give it a shot, take a look at it, go ahead. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I had an important phone call, so let's get into this drink that Cameron was drinking. It's called the Pink Horsepower. Now, I had to look it up, and I had to go on their website, and the stuff is kind of expensive. For that one little jar, it is $25. And then, for a case of it, it's around $480, and it goes on up and down from there. Now, I was looking in details about it. Here's the details. Our all-natural supplement is designed to empower men's sexual intimacy by helping to improve stamina and libido. With organic-based ingredients, you'll receive the best of all worlds. Made in West Africa, bottled in the USA. Now, it does say directions: shake well and drink the whole jar. One jar, one use. Shelf life 60 days. And the ingredients in it is ginger, ginseng, turmeric, and natural flavors. I kind of wish it gave more details. Like, after you drink the stuff, is it automatically ready to use in like 15 minutes? So that means he was on the air drinking the stuff. He was like, I want to get some cheese, let it drink it. And then he was going to go ahead and jet off to X, Y, and Z, his hotel, wherever he was staying at, to get some cheeks that right then and there. I don't know. How long does it last for? Actually, let me go ahead and go to the pink horsepower. Yes, okay. So pink horsepower, it is $25. Pink horsepower case is $480. Then there's a 4-pack piece pink horsepower for $95. So you get a little bit of a discount there. And there's a vendor program too. There's also something called blue horsepower. And whereas the pink for men is the blue for women. Let me see. And they had a it is what it is sale on March 3rd. I guess we all missed that. I don't know how much that was. No, that was also for men too. And it has like the exact same ingredients. It says the same thing about the details of it too. So I don't know the difference between the two. But you know, Cameron, he was taking that pink one, so hopefully it does work well for him. I hope he got the cheeks he wanted and enjoyed himself. I do know he went to the show. He was talking about how he showered before he came there because he didn't bring any clothes. So a good little plug that made it to an international audience, and everybody's seen it. And that's part of the big part that we're talking about, right? Is the pink horsepower, something I never heard of. I'm kind of curious about, but not for $25. Maybe if he brought it down to, I don't know, $10, or to match Blue Chew, $20. But that's the thing, Blue Chew, they give you a free sample, and then on top of that, I think there's like multiple pills in the pack. I haven't ordered Blue Chew yet, but when I looked on the website, he's seen those commercials left and right. It's comparable to the same price. So maybe he needs to think about bringing that down, so doing some better marketing to CNN. And maybe have some other people that said they have taken it, or recipients of their men who have taken it. But anyways, that's all I want to add there. I go put some screenshots of it. Again, if there's another black business I want to support it, I might just order a jar of this for the heck of it, but it's only good for 60 days. So I got to make sure I get it in that 60-day period. But you guys tell me what you think about this too. And here's the video, or the commentary, this audio for the CNN camera. And I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to comment and subscribe. Thank you.
First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't know like that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him, so yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
The apology ain't for me, it decides for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. Ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Mm-hmm. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. Being that I saw you as such a good friend, I want to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said, and of course, that's my brother, so if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff, I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is, and y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there, but for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
Thanks for being here.